Greetings once again, multiversal soul familia, and welcome back. It is yet another miracle manifestation and mission focused Monday. Yes. You know what that means? You are about to get showered with blessings. We are going to go into several different decks in today's session. Let's see here. We're going to reach for the Mystical Shaman deck. Oops, and a card just hit the floor. Give me just one moment. It was clearly separated from the rest of the deck for a reason. Okay, I remember now. The last time I used this deck and I was shuffling it to put it away, a card did actually come out. So I know that I ethically shuffled the deck and I had put this aside on the opposite side of the guidebook. I remember now. As soon as I saw the image, I was like, oh yeah. The owl is going to be the significator for today's session. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what this is about. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. So, first off, I know, like on a Monday, I can hear it already. Yes, on a Monday, being guided to take some time out to connect with your ancestors in some kind of way. Look around you, notice every detail, and find the hidden messages brought to you by Owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember that the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth, as it will become your compass. The owl insists that your motives be pure and transparent to all. And since this card was used to honor my privacy while I reached for the owl, we're going to bring this one also into the equation. And looky here, beloveds, we have a master number. So, you know what that means if you've been here before. We are going to ring in the blessings with the bell. Beloveds, this is a good time to lower the volume on your listening devices as we, in the count to 3, are going to ring the bell. 444 on the timer. 1, 2, 3. not a very graceful ring. That tells me that there is a little bit of negative voltage in the air. So we will be lighting some palo. God bless you, Bella. And we are going to ring the bell again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's light the palo. Taming the wind. Number 55. Oops. There we go. We will have this burning in the background as well. Number 55. Excuse me. It's time to clear your energy, be present, and become conscious of how you communicate. Isn't that funny? Let me tell you a little something about Palo Santo. That is exactly what this particular tool is used for. It's for clearing the energy, being present, as well as promoting clear and concise communication. Clarity. So, taking some time to connect with your ancestors, and in doing so, it's like going against the grain and doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Like stepping out of your comfort zone and trying something new, connecting with your ancestors. And it is going to offer you and bring you the clarity that you need based on whatever situation it is that you're dealing with at this time. And we are going to go a little bit further into that in just a moment. We just did some smudging, which is recommended during this time. You can also say a prayer blessing over your home. And I highly recommend saying a blessing like over your food and your beverages before you consume them. This is not me telling you what to do, beloveds, upon your own free will, of course, if you decide to do so. Meditation can also assist in clearing the air. Just remember that when the taming the wind appears as a symbol, it's time to honor the Great Spirit with reverence and respect. So, honoring Holy Spirit, Great Spirit, as well as your ancestors. And since Miracle Manifestation and Mission Focus Mondays are basically my rendition of a 7-day message and forecast, a weekly message and forecast that begins on Monday. Perhaps this is something that you can put in practice throughout the week as you can, decide on the right time to work it in and get her done. Connect with your ancestors. You can do so by just setting your intention. You don't really need any fancy tools or materials. You can just set your intention, go into a place of silence and set your intention, and just in your mind's eye and through like telepathy, you can reach out and even be specific. It's actually highly recommended that you do go into great detail, because it seems as though the more detail you put into your intention, the more clarity may result. I am not a doctor. This is not a diagnosis, not a prescription, not a prognosis. Bars. But yes, I recognize I'm not your real dad, and I'm still going to make suggestions from time to time. 1001 on the timer. Let's take a look at that angel number. 1001. In combination, we have the number 2, which represents sacred unions, beloveds primarily, new beginnings, leadership, growth in your awakening process. Change is certainly coming into your life in a positive way, beloveds. Positive changes. It's also a powerful manifestation number. Most ideal for today, as it is Miracle Manifestation Monday. Yes, trusting in God's plan as well. So there it is, more confirmation of connecting with Source and the Holy Spirit, as well as your ancestors. And this is going to be extremely significant for you at this time. I love this message for you. Let's get into a bit more detail, though, with a bit more from the mystical shaman, and then we will move along. But the inquiry at this time is going to be, what is either being guided as a study to put, or something to put into practice, or something that is otherwise going to come into fruition. For this Manifestation Monday message. We have a standstill, and there it is. Confirmation of finding that stillness. I have been experiencing some again, disclaimer alert, but I'm speaking on myself, which is perfectly okay to do, and 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer is telling me to just get on with it. Experiencing a bit of brain fog and even a bit of mild depression, and feeling burnt out, like it's time for me to surrender the outcome yet again and take focus off of the rewards of our consistency. And we're not really breaking the rules or being inconsistent by taking a bit of a pause to, again, go into that stillness. That stillness is actually necessary to even be able to connect in such a way where clarity can even be achieved. So a standstill of some sort is on the agenda this week. Number 52. Pausing, the act of observation and breathing space. Yes. If it's your forte or cup of tea, perhaps incorporating a bit of course, meditation, as already mentioned, but some guided meditations and breath work. You can go on YouTube and you can find all kinds of resources in that manner. I highly recommend Just a Yogi doing burpees in his basement. He's very well versed and certified in some areas, and I find them to be a trusting, kind, uplifting, and loving connection and resource in terms of those practices. So yes, for sure, for sure. Highly recommend going to check them out. When things seem to stall or stagnate, or when you feel stuck, this symbol appears as a reminder that constant action isn't going to get you where you want to go. Perhaps it's time to gather more information or just wait until the universe makes the next move. No matter what, this moment is a beautiful gift orchestrated in your favor. Enjoy it. Let the universe bring all the parts together for the highest good. Go and play, recharge, and take the focus off whatever has stalled. Life will get busy again for you sooner than you think. So that tells me, get ready, multiversal familia, because you are about to be booked and busy. Yes, booked and busy. All right, let's see what's going on at the bottom of the deck. We have the Child, but in reverse, which means we're going to be bringing in a bit of medicine, a bit of metaphorical, hypothetical, figuratively speaking medicine, of course. All right, the Child. I'm getting, without looking in the book, that this is a time where, especially with the standstill and being guided to incorporate a bit more fun into our activities, embracing the child self. Because this is indication that the collective has not really been embracing, like surrendering the outcomes to source and just taking some time to embrace that inner child, while also connecting with the Holy Spirit, source, and your ancestors. So it's the whole kit and caboodle this week, beloveds. The family's all here. The band is back. The music didn't die after all. The music is back. And I'm hearing it from other sources as well. So, the child and the medicine. The child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy, and can be so again if you make the choice right now. The child will help you climb out of the hole you may have dug yourself into, to recover your sense of play. A sense of play. Don't you want to have fun? Joy and fun are our most organic states, beloveds. And that energy is showing up in 3 different cards. You're just not seeing it yet, because until you follow the advice of the wise old owl and be more of the observer at this time, you will find it difficult to incorporate joy and fun and more play into your life. But in terms of this week, the energy is there. It's in the orbit, beloveds. It is in the orbit. All right? Now, let's go into yet another deck. We're going to go into the Kipper for a bit more details as to what to either take up as a study or what to incorporate into your life, or what is coming into fruition and manifestation this week. Ooh, Great fortune, beloveds, coming in. This is already in the orbit. This is already in the environment of the collective. Ooh, and some of it is in the form of an unexpected income. And this is typically like in small increments. And as you set your expectations aside, this is when it is in reverse. You are setting your expectations aside, practicing more patience in that stillness this week. And no matter what, you are supported. And expect to be uplifted even by your community, by your connections beyond the immediate. And I wouldn't be expecting any messages of concern really to be coming in this week with the message of concern in reverse. Oh, but change gonna come. Yes, it is. Change gonna come. Incoming positive changes and confirmation of 1001 angel number for manifestation. But also a sign from the universe to pay closer attention to your own inner wisdom. Message. Message, message, message. We're going to read that one. Rewards are coming in. They are on their way. Your rewards are making a journey towards you at this time in some kind of way. Literally, figuratively, metaphorically, and any otherwise. It will fit in some way. Ooh, confirmation with the gift. I'm feeling guided to actually read from the book on the gift, number 17. It's a very special number. Number 17. This is a very positive and enabling number. And card, rather. Yes, gifts, aid, help, support, resources, rescue, and joy. There's that joy. We mentioned joy, beloveds, being the second highest power state. The second most organic way of being. Joy, 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 down in my heart, down in my heart, down in my heart. Joy, 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 joy. And it's here to stay. Well, I mean, it's on its way. And it's official. It's official, and we have yet another master number on the table. So, let's take a look at the official person card, which doesn't necessarily mean literally an official person. It can just mean anything that is already official or is becoming official. And it has already been discussed in rooms you have set foot in. Time to relight the Palo. I'm on it, Spirit. I'm on it. Yes. For me, it means that it has already been made well and done and good in the astrals. And that would explain why the gift and the journey card and high honor all came out so close together. High honor is the best card you can possibly receive in this deck, I believe, besides maybe one other one. Ringing the bell for master number 22. In 3, 1, 2, 3. I mentioned the number 2 being a very special number to me. And we have a mirroring number back to back. 1221. A privileged lady, or the energy of the privileged lady, being discussed in the astrals. And whatever it is that is being discussed is going to create a change where you no longer feel stuck. This is a message of sovereignty and freedom. No longer feeling imprisoned, even if it is self-imposed. Let's take a look at all these 2s. Like, there's even a 2 in the imprisonment card. And then the 2s stop there with the pathway. So, the pathway is also in the environment, but there's no need to draw any attention to that at this time. What we are going to look at is 2112 as an angel number for manifestation. Signifying the importance of balance and harmony in our lives to attract our desires and achieve our goals, trusting ourselves and the guidance of our guardian angels, reminding us that our dreams are within reach. Oh yeah, I said they're coming in, and it's official. Oh yes, good fortune, gifts, and a message of high honor, rewards that are on the way. They're on the way. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, I did say we're going to read on the official person, number 22. And it's not going to pose as a challenge because it's not next to or nearby any other challenging cards. A love for ceremony, hierarchy, regiments, and order. Making it so. So, by the official person coming in for the energy of the privileged lady, it's official. It is already so, or being made so at this time. The privileged lady representing prosperity, luxuries, creativity, and wellness. Also showing someone young or a young relative. Someone younger than you may even be presenting these gifts in manifestation to you. An epitome of wealth, ease, youth, health, beauty, and charm as she strolls across the wide lawn past the orchid house. Ooh, orchids. Did I say already that I love orchids? Now, those are not orchids. As a matter of fact, those are the particular flowers that are first to come in the spring, at least in our region. I don't know enough about the foliage across the world, but these in particular are the first blossoming flowers to come in, and they get to only be about maybe 4 to 5 inches tall, and then the flower kind of droops over. Oh, And I just took some pictures of some the other day, and they're still on my phone. For the life of me, I cannot remember the name of them, though. So we are going to look them up and see what the significance is spiritually for that particular flower. Okay, give me a break here, yo. Where are they? Why am I not seeing them? Give me just a moment, guys. Okay, now that I know the name of them, we can discover the meaning. They're called small white snowdrops. Symbolizing hope, new beginnings, and the promise of warmer days to come. They are also associated with renewal, rebirth, and the capacity to triumph over challenges. The white petals of the snowdrop signify purity and modesty. I love that. Goals. Snowdrops are often considered the first flower to bloom after winter, as they are a beacon of positivity, confirmation of what I was saying about them being the first spring flowers. Irrelevant to whatever region the author and creator of this deck, obviously. So not just from the Midwest and East Coast United States, but in other parts of the world as well. These spring blossoms are significant, beautiful. They can be traced back to ancient times. The Greeks and Romans believed that the snowdrop had medicinal properties and could cure illnesses. Disclaimer alert. They're also associated with Persephone, who was the queen of the underworld. So the return of Persephone, the energy and archetype, beloveds, not an actual personification of a quote-unquote goddess. All right, the energy, the archetype. So the goddess archetype, the divine feminine, is coming online, coming on stronger for all of us. Male, female is irrelevant. Every single one of us have these archetypes and aspects within us. 3 on the timer as I said that. We don't need any more confirmation than that. Because that 3333 is significant as well in terms of that balance between the divine masculine and the divine feminine archetypes and aspects. So, yes, there it is. It's official. Very good. All right. Now, we're going to go into yet another deck for some more details in terms of what is either meant to become a study or is meant to be otherwise incorporated into our routine or just our lives. Even if you're like me and you only have like very specific things on routine and then like the rest of your day is open. But otherwise, also, what other things, people, places, things, and situations are coming into manifestation this week. And we are going to go into the Hungarian Gypsy for those details, beloveds. Alright, just making sure that there aren't any other cards separate. Alright, here we go. We're going to give it a proper shuffle on camera. And I would like to share that I am going to be doing a much longer, similar type of session for those of you who are in support of helping others get their watch hours in. And also look forward to future lives where we can do something like this or something very similar on a more personal and intimate basis and get you some questions answered, just like for the most part in general, but also guidance, insights, and teachable moments pertaining to a more personal issue or situation. We have the Pope and malady. A sick Pope. Well, interestingly enough, there was one who did pass away recently, and they were most certainly sick in more ways than one. But not necessarily representing an actual ailment. It can be an inner conflict. And this, what I'm getting is that an inner conflict, as though you're feeling to some degree, for whatever reason, and only you will know what that reason is, feeling a little bit more detached from source, perhaps feeling a bit disconnected, which is impossible, beloveds, because nothing is truly separate. It also represents stagnancy. Some kind of stagnancy that has been leading towards an inner conflict of some sort. So, I shared in the very beginning of this video my most recent experiences. You can feel free to share about yours, or you can keep them to yourself. And just know that Source, Creator, sees you, and that separation from Source is, again, an illusion. It's okay. I'm being told to just stop there. Let's take a look at the Ecclesiastic. The Sarcado. Wherever it is. Okay? This is also the need to connect with a mentor, a master, a spiritual leader, involving inner conflict of some kind. So these two cards combined are also recommending that whatever is creating this conflict, you are being guided to address someone who is well versed in dealing with those types of conflicts. We'll just put it that way. Always recommend that you seek the appropriate professional for advice more specific to your needs, beloveds. Ooh, and that came out in no time at all. Ooh, love is in the air. Oh, love is in the air. Mi amor, te amo. Bellissima, mi amor. Yes, love is in the air. And seeking somebody more well-versed on your particular issue is going to restore this. Like, I see a bit of growth occurring in your heart center. Okay? So that you can get out of your head about it with the thought card in reverse. Ooh. Some of you could have either recently lost a loved one, who could also be a mother, not necessarily a wife who made a man or a husband a widow, but it could be a mother, a mother-in-law, or otherwise an older female relative. But also, especially with the ecclesiastic on the table, it's reaffirming what I was saying about going into that stillness and setting your intentions to connect in detail with your ancestors, as well as Source. Also some issues involving money. In reverse, somebody is feeling a bit worthless at this time, beloveds. Virtual hugs, virtual hugs, virtual hugs. Somebody needs to be held for a while. Someone is longing to be held. Even in the silence, no need to break out the regalia and the ceremony and the bells and whistles. No need for spoken word, just one of those long Lemurian hugs. Lemurian hugs are the best hugs. They are the best hugs. Somebody is feeling insecure or worthless in some kind of way about a person, place, thing, or situation at this time, beloveds. Ooh. We have the enemy, but it's in reverse. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Right off the jump, I'm getting like overcoming issues. This is clear vision. Enemy in reverse is clear vision. Whoever you choose as your confidant for whatever issue you are dealing with at this time, they can be trusted. They will be good for you. They will be good to you. And they can be trusted. When the enemy is in reverse, it represents a trusted friend, a trusted individual. a well-wisher, someone who would not openly or otherwise attack you, deceive you, or hurt you in any underhanded manner. You can lean on them, beloveds. Try not to say that word so much, but nothing is sure, everything is possible. So this is something that there is going to be a continuation of. Someone that you could go steady with in a friendship, becoming like best friends. It could also be romantic in nature. But for the most part, this continuation to me is representing a confidant that you can connect with on a regular basis, who is going to guide you and uplift you and elevate you and help bring in that growth in that heart center. What was once lost is being returned. So, not all hope is lost, is what I'm hearing. All the time, energy, money, love that you have invested is being returned. And it's going to mean great fortune for you in the long run, but also with that unexpected income representing small increments. It's like it's coming in small experiences that ultimately represent and lead to a much greater cause and meaning and triumph. Triumph. We like to hear the words of triumph. Okay, I'm reaching now for wisdom of the hidden realms, for some areas that we may need to put into perspective and possibly even put into action and work. And by action doesn't necessarily mean physical action. In this stillness, the more detail we put into our intention, when we connect with Creator and our ancestors and Holy Spirit, the more chance there is at even more clarity. We have the Lady of the Mirror and the Cosmos. Yes. A time of reflection here. And being a bit more easy on yourself as well as others at this time is going to draw you closer to those windfalls that have been mentioned already from other decks, as well as bringing you back into a creative space, beloveds. I'm also getting as you're reflecting, you can utilize your creative self-expression to work through these issues as well. And you can even create like an actual visual of what it is that you are reflecting on. Turn it into art. It can be painting, it can be lyrics, you could compose music, you could, there's all sorts of different forms of artistic, positive creativity that you can tap into, beloveds. Highly recommended. You can even get creative in the astrals. Set your intentions before you go to sleep for what you would like to achieve in the astrals, in dreamland, in your dreams, so to speak. And the more that you realize that our dreams are also ways of our unconscious communicating with us, you will find clarity as well as creative inspiration in those dreams. And looky there, we have another master number on the table. So we are going to ring the bell for number 44. So that number 22 has doubled. So double, 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 for our trouble, trouble, trouble. Double for our trouble, beloveds. Double, double, double. And in this deck, it goes to a 5. So, there is signs even in the numbers, in the small spaces, and in those tiny moments that add up. All right, back into Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Trusting in Source. With the Chess Queen, this is surrendering the outcome to Source and allowing a Holy Spirit to make the moves for us. Trusting in Spirit, trusting in our Creator, trusting in Source. To be the power player in these situations, beloved. 5151 on the timer as I said that. Interesting how that happened. Representing the collective being on the verge of a major breakthrough. Yes! You've been waiting and wishing and wondering when your desires will manifest. I don't particularly like using the word desires, but it's in my face. So, the good news is that they are about to appear, and that is confirmation for the whole entire message, beloveds. And it is going to come as a surprise. Major, total paradigm shifts coming in. Coming in as a surprise. Well, this is even more confirmation on that unexpected income as well, beloveds. Someone may feel inclined to, send you a contribution for how you serve in the form of service. Communication and praise coming in. This is confirmation on the messages. Overcoming with the dragon's duel in reverse. This is overcoming inner conflict. So this is the collective making a conscious choice to take accountability on our ends. And as we do so, those inner conflicts will begin to dwindle after all. And since that message has now come full circle, we are going to draw it to a close. I just want to thank you so very much for tuning in. Multiversal Soul Familia. With much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours, brightest of Blessings. P.S. We are bringing in those insights, teachable moments, golden nuggets, and affirmations from beyond Lemuria. Let's do this. We're just going to do 3 shuffles on camera. Hopefully something new comes out for us today to contribute to our miracle manifestation and mission focused Monday messages. Here we go for the collective. Out comes the infinite. Okay, I had to look and make sure she was decent. The infinite. As Lemurians were only partially incarnated, their bodies were much lighter, less physically actualized, and less affected by aging. They were also aware of their infinite nature. This card of rebirth can appear after challenges that have required a level of surrender. Ooh, confirmation on what I was saying right at the tail end of this video. Yes, you have arrived at a beginning. See, it's already here, beloveds. Or it's just like within reach. Revel in your newfound inner freedom. Ooh, even more confirmation of what I was saying. Just this one card is combining multiple messages and confirming them, interestingly enough. Thank you, Source. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Blockages have fallen away, and there are opportunities to step into. Stretch your wings and arise like a phoenix, born anew, ready for a new cycle of growth. Celebrate, honor the road that brought you here, and prepare to take the flight with the tools you have gathered through your elevation process. And when I say to connect with your ancestors, just as I did in the very beginning, that is exactly what this is. Honoring the road that brought you here, honoring that wave you rode in on as well. Not with just your ancestors, but it's like honoring your mission and your soul's purpose. All right. Let's see. Oh. We have the violet flame. Interestingly enough, TVF for this channel is the violet flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities to grow than before. Your sensitivity will be heightened. Even more confirmation. I was saying that energy that is coming in, that confidant coming in to support you in your healing and your growth and your awakening and your soul's mission. Mission focused. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with certain energies. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field? A routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high, and help you to see through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. So even the cards are confirming my suggestions and recommendations, beloveds. But I had to learn them as well. Truly, I had to learn them as well. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Starseed Elemental. Sometimes adulting can become too serious. When this happens, adding curiosity, fun, laughter, and lighthearted sense of play to our perspective can be the most effective way to rebalance. Every single message that I said in the beginning is coming full circle right now. Wow. Facing challenging circumstances with inquisitiveness can bring joy to whatever we are accomplishing. Imagine stepping into a child's shoes and seeing how they perceive the world. This is confirmation of that child card as well, beloveds. And consider how a child might solve it. Humans are evolving, and children can be our wisest teachers. May we nourish their big souls, listening to them with our hearts and letting their ways unveil fresh new eyes so we may see a whole new world. So, yes, Creator, Holy Spirit, ancestors, and now even more confirmation of our child selves meeting at the round table, beloveds. The rainbow round table is lit by the whole soul family. And that is the message. Machiwa, agape, omni love, and namaste.